Tonight on Love Noise, we step into the shadow with Asher, a voice born from pain, purpose, and pure emotion. From Arkansas roots to raw confessional, his sound isn't just music, it's therapy and distortion. Turn it up. This is Love Noise. Let's welcome Asher.
This program is part of the Scene Project's podcast network. The Scene Project features interviews with independent musicians, comedians, and artists from across the Midwest. Become part of our community and support local art wherever you are. Welcome into another exciting episode of The Scene. I'm your host, Bubba Startz, and this is Love Noise. This is our weekly live show every Wednesday at 9 p.m. We bring another independent artist from around the world on with us. We listen to their music, and we talk about the stories behind the songs. As always, with me is my co-host, Wild Willie. What's happening, Willie?
Not much, buddy. How are you tonight?
I'm good, man. Another great Momo meetup we had tonight that we do on Wednesdays as well. We got to meet some young artists. Another one that you brought to the table who I'm excited to have on the show coming up in a few weeks. But we also had a young man from Arkansas that's making a whole lot of noise. Let's bring in our boy, Asher.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Doing great, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, fresh off your appearance at Spook Stock down there at Captain Jack's. Man, I was so proud when Willie sent me the video of you up there doing your thing. Little brother, I just continue to be amazed by you more and more, man.
Yeah, it was fun being in Missouri. I love it there. It's so pretty, and the views and the music was great, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, I saw you drive. Were you a bottle of vodka for one of the nights?
Yeah, I was, Yep.
Showing off that personality, man. I love it, Asher.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, besides playing up at Captain Jack's again, what have you been up to? That's the last place that I left you.
Yeah, pretty much. Really, I've been working on music. I've really been just trying to write more and really work and hopefully get an EP or something dropped soon, or like a bunch of music. Just like I kind of want to get some music going, but when I drop it though, I want to drop just a bunch with it. Just trying to upgrade my sound and bring like merch to the table, merch and just more stuff, and just make it a better drop than usual. I don't want to drop just like one song. I want to drop a collective of things, like an album or something, kind of make it bigger,
A collection of songs and to really be able to spread your wings a little bit, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've been working on an album myself for a long time, and that's kind of where I'm at, is like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't even want to give in to the singles drop and the way that they want me to release music.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Hear it, man. I want to get it out there for the people and to be able to really, deliver a body of work. And I think that's where you're at in your career now as well, is that, you have several songs that are out there already. People have a feel for what you've done, but I think that you're starting to write in blocks more, right? Where maybe in the early goings, it was writing a song and producing that one, where maybe you're getting a little bit faster at producing songs and writing and that whole process, that you can release a block of work.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's awesome, man. So what is the new stuff sounding like? Does it sound like the old stuff? Is it different? What's coming out next?
So for those who don't know, I have a song called Black Magic, and the new album is definitely taking a lot of inspiration from that song. Think of that song, but just a whole lot better, man. Just think like bigger and better. Like this idea that I have for this album is huge. Something like, you know, larger than life. You know, I want to go more in depth into things I experienced in my life. You know, and try and write it down on paper and putting it out there for people to listen to and relate to. You know, it's kind of like a larger than life thing. And I'm getting so close to where I want it, and I'm excited to when I can, you know, be able to release that. You know.
Well, and you've been doing a lot of growing. I mean, you know, you're 19 years old. For people that don't know, you're a young
Yep.
man, just graduated high school, playing a lot of live shows really for the first time in your life, and getting out there and interacting with crowds, but also starting your own business. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about what it's like to be a young entrepreneur.
So, I'm a very ambitious person. I always shoot for the stars. I mean, I love music, and I've always wanted to dabble my hands in everything. Um, and with work being slow right now, I've really you know, put my hands in everything I can. And I've always wanted to run my own business. I've always wanted to. I just thought the idea of it would be so cool. I've always wanted to kind of have my own business and run it and just see what it was like. And so I've really been getting into like power washing. So or like late October, that I was gonna be starting up Elephant Power Washing. So y'all watch out for that. I actually have a Facebook page dedicated to that now. I'm gonna start posting to that, and I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome. Willie, you got anything that needs power wash there in Salem, Missouri?
I would say my house, but I'm afraid it might fall apart at this point.
Well, and Asher, you sent me the logo, and it was an elephant with the
Yeah,
hose, you know, with the
yeah,
trunk as a
yeah,
hose, and I just thought that was so cool. Great branding.
yeah. Based off
I
my
wish
last
you,
name, yeah.
yeah, man. Well, and I wish you nothing but the utmost success in everything that you do. But nice to have a hustle that you're not having to go and like give someone else your time, right? Like you can make your schedule, and you can run your business
Yes,
so that you're still free to run your other business, which is your passion, right? Which is your
yes,
music.
exactly.
And
Yep.
that's so important. And as someone
Yeah.
who's kind of tried to do both, while, you know, when I was working, I had a little bit more money to invest in my business, but I was also like exhausted. You can see me yawning now. I mean, I was never up till 9 o'clock on a Wednesday when I was working at the factory and waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Right. So, like, in many ways, this isn't even possible if I don't, you know what I mean? If I don't have my own business. So I know what it
Yeah.
means. And I'm proud of you, man. I love how ambitious you are to just get out there and go after everything, man. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I'm very ambitious. I appreciate that a whole lot, though. Come from you, Bubba.
Well, and you have to be ambitious in this life, you know, not only in music, in our business, especially you have to be, because there's so many other people that want it too, right?
Yeah.
There's so many people that are willing to give it everything that you can't come in here and half-ass it.
No, you
Like,
cannot. That's for sure. Definitely not.
no, and that's a big impetus for why we started the Midwest Original Music Organization, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions about what it is to be a quote unquote rock star. And
Yeah.
you know, one of those is that you know, that it's all glitz and glamour, and really it's a lot of freaking work. It's a lot of work that nobody sees. It's a lot of work that
Exactly.
nobody's paying you to do, right?
Exactly.
But it all has to be done. And I think that what we're able to do now, and especially with our weekly meetups, which you've been a part of several of now, is that we're able to share the realness of the industry with young artists like yourself and old artists like Willie alike. I mean, it's all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where I mean, there's glamour to it, but you don't see that till I mean you're making it. You got to start from the very bottom. People don't seem to see that, you know, that they just see the outcome of it, right? They don't see the hardship that musicians like myself, you know, that we go through. You can exactly, you can't just come in here and just half-ass it. Definitely not. You got to work hard for it.
Yeah, and that's everything from the marketing behind the scenes, the songwriting, the production, and then what people see is that performance, and they see that bit and they're like, "Oh, that's so cool. Like must be nice." And you're like, "You haven't seen the hundreds of hours invested to just get to this moment where I get to step on stage for, you know, a few songs and to do my thing." And granted, there's no feeling that can replace that. Coming from someone that's tried to replace that with, you know, substances or other, you know, things that I've tried to chase, it's just not possible. So I love that you're out there. You're doing it big. You're giving it everything you got. And that is commendable at the very least. So congratulations to you, young man, on continuing to chase this dream, brother. It's beautiful to watch. Well, we're going to listen to some music tonight too, Willie. He mentioned Black Magic. I want to save that one for last because I kind of want to build up to something. So let me
no.
Which one? You know what? I'm getting a pick. Have Faith, we're going to say for second. You got Letting Go on here, and that's one of my favorite ones. So we're going to listen to that song first, Asher, if that's all right with you.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Change our scene. Oh, look at my man up there on stage. I love it.
Yeah.
I stole this off your Facebook page. All right. This is Asher, Letting Go.
Do you come around when
Yes, sir, Asher. God, I love that song, man.
Me too.
Thank you, man.
You let it go on stage when you're performing it too. And
Yeah.
one thing that we talked about tonight on our Momo meetup was like when you're performing that I really hope that you pull the vocal tracks off of that so that we can hear your real voice. And especially when you're hitting, you know, those screaming parts at the end, like we want to hear you do that live. And
Yeah.
when you're covering it up with what the track is doing, it doesn't necessarily deliver the full effect of what you're doing. Like, yeah, we can see you doing it, right? But it's sometimes hard to decipher what's you on stage and what's the track, right? And while the track is awesome and we love that, when you're performing live, we want to hear you, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you know, I love when you perform, Ashley. You do. You have a stage presence and the way you work your crowd. You know, like we were talking about earlier. If you can take that off them tracks and just have the track itself, you'll be able to interact with the audience a little better and not have to worry about, oh, am I going to be able to catch the next lyrics?
Yeah.
Start.
Yeah.
It'll give you a little bit of freedom.
And it will, I feel like if you have the tracks on there, it dilutes a little bit of your live performance, right? And you deliver all of that stuff live. It's just sometimes hard to pick it all out to decipher what's the track and what's you live. So the track is freaking awesome, man. I think that's the first time I've heard it without you trying to sing on top and over top of it. And freaking killer, man. Now you self-produced all of this stuff, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's that process like? I mean, we hear a lot of like hip hop that's produced at home, and I feel like that's a little bit, maybe, I don't want to say easier because I can't do any of this stuff, but you know, making a beat or something is different. This is a lot different music. What's that process like to create all of this instrumentation and stuff to then be able to deliver your lyrics on top of it?
So it was like the heavier stuff. Like when I first started out, the hip hop beats, um, I did those by myself. They weren't too difficult. Honestly, I mean, they took forever though. Beats take a very like I can put some vocals on something and it sound decent quickly. But beats take a very long time. But in the beginning, beats was what I was making, and it was easy. But since I have this certain sound that I want to get, which is really like a modern, like metal rock sound, that I mean I could put on the radio, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have the capabilities to make it sound so amazing. So I started reaching out to local bands and just art like producers that would help me create like help me, because I'm just a one-man band. I would create the guitars, and some like one of my friends, the drummer, I'd be like, hey man, can you think you can do some drum tracks on this or whatever, and we'd come together and try and make something great, and then hand over to my producer and be like, hey man, I have this. I mean, it's decent, but I know you can just give it that polishing touch. But recently though, I've been working with a bunch of producers just help me get the sound that I need. So big shout out to all of them, man. They really helped me develop my sound to where I want it.
That's awesome. So you have some friends and local musicians that were on Letting Go with you?
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of great talent in Arkansas, man. It's just you wouldn't think there would be much of like a metal scene or anything like that, but the metal scene here it's like it's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super impressed. I don't know that I could produce something like that. I mean, I don't play all the instruments proficiently, a lot like you, where I'm like, I can bring a little bit to the table and I have this song, but I really need a lot of help to bring it all to fruition. So it's awesome that you can bring together a bunch of people to help you create this and to deliver such a rock solid product. And I mean, if this is where you're like starting out at, where you're going is so far above that. It's pretty unreal to kind of consider.
Yeah, it's an amazing track. Like, I think this is the first time I've actually heard it myself. I've heard you perform it, but I think this is actually truly the first time that I've actually,
And I mean, I'm gonna need help with what I'm gonna do because I'm just a one-man band, and I want to do something that sounds so great and so big and so greater than life. I'm gonna need to have help. I'm to like to outsource other musicians, to help give me what I want. I mean, it's the producers. The producers are very helpful, giving it like that crisp like sound, and just making it sound good.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit about that, on the Momo meetup tonight as well, and especially for young artists. I think you're not. I mean, I don't want to say that you're pigeonholed because some of you guys are so talented, but if you want that professional sound, sometimes you have to work with professionals, right?
Yeah.
And it's part of the game. I mean, I have to work with professionals, right? The tracks that I have, and maybe I'll get to play one for you tonight and to share one of my songs with you. Like, I didn't do all that by myself. Like, I just have, friends that have been in this industry for as long as I have and are able to help me to do that, where I'm not, spending my whole month's paycheck on building that like I would have to. I was maybe trying to go to Nashville or some place like that with professional studios. So
I'm just glad you finally admitted that you needed help, Bubba. I hope it's mental help you're seeking.
You are here because I need help, Willie. I can't do it all. There's just not enough hours in the day.
You ain't wrong.
But that's why the Secret Project exists, is that we all help each other, right? Like, we all bring something different to the table. And when we roll through Arkansas and the tour bus needs to be washed, we know who we can call now, right?
He's like, as long as you let me get on the bus afterwards.
Heck yeah.
Take that power washer with you.
On the bus.
Take that power washer with you.
Yeah.
We'll make a little trailer for it to pull behind the tour bus.
Yeah.
In case we need to make a few bucks while we're out there.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go.
Oh man, it's so awesome to speak with just young, talented people, man. I wish I would have had mentors like me when I was your age, right? A lot of what I have was guys that were kind of stuck in what the music industry used to be, right? Where it was either, well, you got to play covers to ever make it in this world, or you have to, go to Nashville or LA or New York and you got to get signed, and you don't have to do any of that shit. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm able to kind of sit back and to now coach and to provide some guidance to some of you young people. And not that you couldn't find this information somewhere else. I had to learn it from somewhere, but we've already established that modicum of trust, right? We got to travel around for 3-4 days, sleeping in parking lots in Memphis, sweating our ass off. Getting to Missouri so we could perform for Vibe Fest. There's that level of trust. And I still I kind of scratch my head that your mom was like, yeah, man, he can jump in with you. It's all good. Have fun. And okay, well, while I appreciate that, are you sure that's,
how do you know I'm not a serial killer?
Yeah, well, yeah, and especially with someone like me who has the rap sheet that I have too, where are you sure? You sure you want to send your young child off? I mean, you're not young. You're 18. You're 19 now. You're a young man. But it was nice that I was able to establish that trust, with your mom, and to be able to, let her baby go out and to experience a little bit of that dream, and to do it in a pretty safe environment, right? You know,
Oh,
like, I'm
yeah.
not going to let anything bad happen to you out there. They still had to come pick your ass up out of Missouri. I wasn't bringing you back home, but it was really awesome. It was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
to
It was.
spend that time with you, to give you a taste of it, and now you've been back there again on your own, right? And did your mom go up with you this time?
Yeah, she did. She loves it now. She's like, we're gonna go up there all the time now. I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, she loves it.
Dude, I'm glad she got to go up and to see you perform up there and to see that beautiful space that they have up at Captain Jack's RV Park and Campground in Summersville, Missouri. They don't have ads on the show yet, but I think they will here soon. Great people. Big shout out to Carrie and Leo for everything that they've done
Oh,
for
yeah.
the music scene out there, and everything that they're, doing for the scene projects and our network and what we're doing. Little spill on the tea here, but Willie's going to be hosting a big event out there May 16th. We are putting together a fundraiser for Operation Combating Veteran Suicide.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it's well, I hope that you're able to make the trip, man. It would be really great to have you back out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can't forget Casey, crazy Casey. I love her to death, but she puts on some really good events.
She does. We for Spook Fest, we had a lot of artists, man. Like, that was it was crazy. But I mean, I love Missouri. My mom, she loved it too, but she loves the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, she literally went there and was like, I'm gonna get everything Kansas City Chief. I'm gonna, just trying to get everything she can. She's so big on football. So she loved it. She had a blast.
I knew
Well,
I
we
liked
need to
your
get
mom.
you booked up in KC then during football season. And
Yes,
you can take Tom
man.
to a game.
Yes, she would love that. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
If that's the case, I know a sound guy.
Willie's a big Chiefs fan too.
I am.
I heard his ringtone at Vibe Fest about 700 times.
Yes, I did too. Yeah.
Do Not Disturb on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Times.
hey, you know what?
Good
At least
time.
you know who I stand for. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. I think we're gonna get into another song.
Yeah, I would have
Here,
thought way
Asher.
to change the subject.
Yeah. Well, otherwise you guys are gonna sit here and suck off the Chiefs for the next freaking wherever. So
Whatever.
KC.
yeah. Oh, stop. All right. So this is I'm here to promote Asher and everything that he's got going on. So this next one, you can see it on the scroll. This is Have Faith in Me. Asher, anything you can tell us about this song before we play it for the people?
Have Faith in Me. It's a fun song. Unlike Black Magic, or like Black Magic or Letting Go, where I was in a dark place. Have Faith in Me I was having a good day and I wanted to make something that was energetic and just fun, and that's where Have Faith came in. I was in a good mood. It's like, hey, yeah, let's record something.
Well, that's what I like. I like Asher in a good mood.
There is a storm outside, it is thundering, and the rain it carries with it is so heavy, like it is toxic, like it is poison to our skin. It tries to kill us, but this storm is nothing. It'll be okay, it'll be okay, it'll be okay. We survive to another day. Heavy is the weight, but it'll be okay. Have faith in me, have faith in me. It'll be okay. We survive to another day. Running from the lightning is catching up to me. I look back, it is almost here. It's like I'm living in a nightmare. The world is falling down beneath my feet now, but I have faith. It'll be okay. We survive to another day. Heavy is the weight, but it'll be okay. Have faith in me. Have faith in me. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Have faith in me. I know it's raining, and it's a storm and it's coming, but we have faith and it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's just a storm and the rain will wash away. It'll be okay. We survive to another day. Heavy is the weight, but it'll be okay. Have faith in me. Have faith in me. It'll be okay. It'll be okay.
That one's so powerful still. I dig it, man.
Thank you,
I
man.
dig it. And same with the last one, produced with some local guys and put together right there in Russellville or around that area.
Yep.
So that's crazy, man. The sound, like the instrumentation and everything is great. So are you playing the guitar? Did you kind of bring in the idea and then there's somebody else playing guitar as well, or?
So I started playing guitar, and I had a friend who was better than me.
I got a lot of
And
those too.
yeah, yeah. And so really he was kind of just teaching me how to, because like these songs are different, right? So like Letting Go is more like metal bass, with this song being more like pop punk, you know. And I like all these different genres of music because I mean bands that I inspire me are like different sounds, and I'm like, man, I want to sound like that, or that band's really cool. How can I incorporate that kind of sound in my music, you know? And I'm like, well, dang, I can't do it all by myself, you know. So you just gotta have people. And eventually, some of the producers that I was talking to, like, hey, man, like I love this like pop punk sound, but like I just can't play that. Like I can't play that fast, you know, on those tones. So you know, I showed them the idea and the concept of what I wanted to sound like, and they were like, oh, I can do that, yeah, no problem. I was like, oh, okay, all right, cool. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's
You're like, okay, cool, sounds good. And then you get the tracks back and you're like, damn, that sounds pretty good.
yeah. Here recently though, I've been getting into drums, and drums is so much fun. I love it.
Yeah, I bet for someone with your energy, it's a good outlet for that, isn't it?
Yeah, see, guitar. I was always decent at guitar. Like I could play a couple songs, but it was aggravating me because I'd have to tune my guitar and like be, you know, like, oh my gosh, like I was gonna be aggravated when I'd get like the wrong tone or something like that. So I just like, man, guitar is so annoying. I was like, what song? Because vocals I've always been a vocalist. That's like my strong suit. I was like, I need to find something else that I can, you know, do, you know. And I had this drum set. I got this drum set, like $200 drum set. I was like, well, you know, I'm put on this, see how things go, and I started playing. I'm like, I'm actually pretty good at this. My little sister actually, she's been playing it and I think she's better than me, dude. Like she's so good she's in band and stuff, and I'm like, dang, you're good. So I'm like, I've got a little competition, you know. She's
You want to
great.
be in my band, little sister?
I'm like, dang, you're okay.
Now, and I was very fortunate. I got to meet your whole family when y'all came through and we played together in Little Rock. And shout out to Stickies over there. That was a cool gig.
Shout out to Stickies.
That was awesome. Looking forward to getting back into Little Rock, and that's going to be a tour stop next year for sure.
Yeah, I need to get you in contact with Dead Party. Dead Party is like a media company that like post about like they got catches like all the artists and stuff like that. Shout out to them, man. They're awesome. They're really how I found out about the metal scene in Arkansas, like in Little Rock and, you know, surrounding areas. was from Dead Party. So shout out to them, man. They're awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I hope that we get a chance to connect and come through. And that's really what this is about, right? We know we can't do it on our own. We know we're just starting out, but there's so many of us that feel like we're in the same boat or the same points in our career. Or maybe there's some of us that are like a little bit ahead of someone, but there's not a lot of bands out there. And especially because what happened to everyone during 2020 and everything just like got shut down as far as the music scene goes, that like everybody kind of lost their status and had to restart. Right. So it kind of leveled the playing field off to where bands that had made it, but then couldn't do what they were doing anymore kind of quit or dissolved. And granted, some of them are coming back, and you're always going to have that like upper echelon of artists that are, have Live Nation behind them, a Kevin Gates or a Kid Rock. Kid Rock has his whole own tour, right? The Rock the Country Festival this year was awesome. We got to cover that as the Scene Projects. That was a pretty cool deal. But there's a lot of us, and I would say most bands are in that like middle ground, right? That's where we're at. That is where we're all swimming in. It is, relative obscurity from everyone. Even if you may have a local fan base, most people nationwide or even regionally may not know who you are. I'm very blessed to be from a small town in a small state, right? At least population wise, and to have played or lived on kind of both ends of it. That like South Dakota is a huge state, but all the people are in like 2 areas, right? And fortunate to play in both of those bigger areas. Where people kind of know me. It's not like Missouri where everything is 2 hours from everything else and people don't travel outside of that very often and really commingle, right? And I think that's why an event, and especially Casey's really good at bringing people together from all over the state. But events like what Casey does, whether it's at Captain Jack's or some of her other events, is that she brings people from all over together in one place. And that's not always easy to do.
Yeah, but definitely not easy.
Well, and you've been putting together some of your own shows now. Talk about some of the challenges maybe that you've been facing or things you've been learning, just kind of booking your own shows for the last 5-6 months now.
Man, it's definitely crazy. I've noticed local shows that bands or promoters will see, oh, this guy's popping, he's doing this and this and that. Let's try and get him for the show lineup. It's really just about who you know, man. Who you know, and putting yourself out there. Like I've noticed the more that I post, the more that I talk about music and this and that, or just keeping my fans up to date. People are gonna notice you. People are gonna take notice, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, let's book this guy." Or like right now, actually, this Saturday, I'm having a show in Atkins, and I've been working with City Council here in Atkins, little bitty Atkins, and I was like, "Hey, these 2 bigger towns around me, which is Russellville and Morrilton, which is Russellville on this side of me and Morrilton on this side of me." They have live music going all the time, and I was, City Council. They called upon me for some reason. They wanted me to be there. I was like, why me? But they're like, hey, we want live music to come to Atkins, and we know like you're local, and I mean everybody knows me. I mean, go to McDonald's or the local Sonic or something. I'm like, oh, I know Asher. It's a crazy feeling. Going like Dollar General or something, and someone recognizing you. That happens all the time. And the city council, they were like, hey, like we want live music. And we have like a little park pavilion in Atkins. And so this Saturday, I'm throwing the first Rocking in the Park event. And I have some local artists that are going to be there. And if it goes good, hopefully I can do that every month. And I, possibly be the event coordinator for Atkins and just throw, events. And I love my community. It may be small town and stuff, but I love the people here, and I love it. So I'm glad I could be able to do this.
Man, I'm so damn proud of you, kid. I love it. I love everything that you're doing. I love that you're already turning around and supporting your community. I know
Oh
you
yeah.
performed at a memorial service recently, and you sang. Did you sing the anthem at that one? Or did
No,
you do a song of
I
yours?
was I was going to, but they found someone else who was way better at singing the national anthem. I forget his name, man, but he killed it. He was like, man, this guy's, yeah. I'm glad they had that guy sing that national anthem. No, I was a speaker. I was one of the speakers.
That's amazing. I love how your little town is embracing you and really kind of putting you out there and asking you to help them. But that's
Yeah,
because of things you said that they see you. They see you're out there, you know, and traveling out of state to perform. And for someone from Atkins, Arkansas, right, and your little
yeah,
town, for people in your local community to see that is like, oh, damn, like Asher's doing it. And while it may
yeah,
just be you going to another small town, right? It
yeah,
doesn't matter. You're out there, you're going somewhere and you're doing something. And that's really what people see. And, you know, who are you to tell them any different? If they think you're a big rock star, then, oh, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah. Yeah,
So
it's pretty incredible, man. I've only been doing this for, like not very long at all. Um, it's a crazy experience, going, out when I was in high school and stuff and recording music and, there's people they're like, oh man, this is cool. Man, I went to school with a bunch of like country people and stuff, and they're like, man, like who's this Asher kid, man, like who's this kid? And I was like, man, I'm gonna make it. Like, I don't know, you know, and to see the growth and like where I've came from since then is crazy. I would have told you you're crazy if I told myself that, hey, you're gonna go on tour, you're gonna do all these cool things for your community and be able to speak at events and just do cool stuff. I would have told you you're crazy not in a million years, but I am proud to do that.
well, and it's something that you're born to do, and that's pretty
Yeah.
obvious at this point.
Yeah, and just to see the growth from Vibe Fest to Spook Stock, buddy, you have a true talent, especially when it comes to
Check out my dude Asher.
working the crowd, your music. Just stick with it, keep being you.
Oh yeah. And it's only going to get up from here. I mean, I'm excited to be able to drop my new stuff when I can and when it gets done. And just, I mean, grow as an artist. I mean, I love it. Like what you're saying earlier, Bubba, about, the feeling you get when you're on stage, right? That feeling is incredible, man. I mean, all that work that we go through as musicians, and it pays off in that moment. Like, I had it's crazy. I don't realize like how good I'm doing because I'm a person where I'm like, I'm always telling myself I'm not doing enough, or I'm beating myself up. I didn't get this song released this month, or I feel like I'm falling behind. But I kind of like take a step back and I'm like, look at what I've done, just in this short amount of time. Like when I did that show in Conway, because these local bands were recognizing me and like, oh, like we need to get this guy at Filming Records in Conway. Which shout out to them. Filming Records is awesome. I love that place. Yeah. And I performed at Filming Records, and I mean the crowd was singing every lyric. I mean, when I sing my song "What Will It Take," which is a unreleased song that I've been singing to see what people if they like it, if I should release it now or what. And at that moment, man, I sang that song for the first time there, and the crowd was singing the lyrics to me. Like I put the microphone out like that, and they were just singing the chorus. Not even like it was an unreleased song, man. And the crowd just jumping and yelling, man, like they loved it. I was like, man, like I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? That I'm able to do this. And, like this is an unreleased song. Like all my songs, they were just singing back to me. I was like, and I never, and at that point, I never did a show in Conway or nothing like that. Like it was incredible.
You're like, how do you all even know this song? I just wrote it yesterday.
Exactly. Like literally. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this song a go. I'll play it. See if the crowd likes it. They mess with it, and they were singing it back to me. Like I was like, oh well, this is wow. Okay, you know.
Unbelievable, man. Well, we're going to get into your last track here. Black Magic is one you referenced earlier, and you said that the new stuff is going to be sounding a lot like this. So this is kind of why I wanted to put
Oh
this
yeah.
at the end. Anything you can tell us about the song before we play it for everybody?
So Black Magic was my first like heavy song where I wanted to go into heavier metal and didn't really necessarily know what I was doing. I knew that I was in a dark place though, and I really wanted to get these feelings out. Um, and not on like a rap or hip hop beat. I just wanted something like I wanted to be, you can relate to it. Put these pain in the song, and that is Black Magic, man. It was a dark place, but I mean I love that. I love it from that song. But that song, this the new stuff I have is gonna be a lot like it, but just better and bigger and just more like in depth and more just deeper and better than Black Magic.
Awesome. Well, this is Black Magic by Asher.
Is this a curse? Oh, woe is me, why do I get hurt? I see you walking, I see the pain behind your eyes. I know you wanna cry inside, I know that pain, I know that feeling. When you try your best, but you feel like you get rejected. Black magic has a hold on you, like a darkness reaching from behind you and trying to destroy your light. Your darkness is similar to mine. We're just reaching for the light. Black magic has a hold on you. What will you do when you sit in darkness for your whole life? Or will you reach for the light? You're not alone. This darkness is so cold. I feel like no matter where I go, this darkness leaks within into my soul. And you're not alone, you're not alone. We need a torch, put it so high in the sky, and let this darkness die. Black magic has a hold on you, like a darkness reaching from behind you and trying to destroy your light. Your darkness is similar to mine. We're just reaching for the light.
It's so sick, Asher. I freaking love it, man. I love it. And I love that you're so early on your journey and it's only going to get better and better from here. And it's already so good. You're such a young man with so much of your career left in front of you. Do you ever think that maybe you'll get to a point where you want to kind of like go back and maybe remix and redo some of these songs as you continue to become a better singer and vocalist and to kind of refresh some of the old tracks?
I've really never thought of that, but I mean that would be a really cool idea though. Yeah, I haven't really thought about that, but I mean later in my career, like Black Magic, I love that song. I mean, I would love to. I haven't really thought about that honestly, but yeah, that would
I
be.
just feel like you're a much more confident singer even now because of all the live experience that you've had, that you would sing that differently in a studio setting now than even you did when you recorded it, which I know probably wasn't all that long ago anyway, but I feel like you would deliver it differently.
I think you're right. It's one of those things where, like, especially me, like, my older songs, I can see the growth, but it's happening so fast, you know. But yeah, that's a really good idea, and I think, yeah, I would definitely sing that song, probably different, you know. I just keep growing and growing and growing and get more experience, you know, for sure.
Yeah, I would like to see you take one at that, because you can hear like a little bit of hesitancy in your vocals, and like you sound like you're singing in your closet and like you don't want to wake someone up in the next room almost, right? Like where it sounds a little timid, but you're also probably recording some of this stuff for the first time and working with equipment that you're not comfortable working with, where I feel like all the experience that you've gained now, it would bring out more of the song. And you have all the tracks, like you've self-produced most of this stuff, so you'd have the ability to go back and to refresh and refine even some of the stuff that you already have. And I think your fans would appreciate that too, because it would show that growth. Like, you don't have to pull it down as it is now and redo it, but you could really say like remastered or whatever kind of version, and be like, hey, you know what, that was cool what I did, but I love this song so much that I wanted to show you what it's turned into. And I think that of the ones that we've heard tonight, that Black Magic has that, where it's like, man, I've heard you sing this live now, and there's no timidness in your voice anymore, right? You're not the same. You're not a kid that wrote a song in his bedroom anymore. You're an artist. You're a performer, right? So I'd love to see that coalesce. And I know you're working on a lot of new music, but maybe some of these reimagined, right, or just, redone vocals can appear on this collection, right, that you're talking about putting out now as an album, or whatever you want to call it, EP, whatever. I don't even know what any of this stuff's called anymore. Who cares? But
music. It's called music, Bubba.
Into this collection of music that you're trying to put out next, that maybe these are some of the B-sides that are like, here's some of the old songs, but it's not just the old songs, it's them with a little more polish maybe that you couldn't deliver because of your lack of experience. Even 6 months ago, I've seen so much growth since I've met you, and that's only been 6 months. So it's happened fast, man.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's crazy.
What was your first show, like your first performance?
So my very first show I ever did, I was like 16, and these are songs I don't perform anymore, but they are on Spotify, and I don't think that they're very good, but they're very old. But the first songs that I ever performed was my song, the Set Me Free, Only Up, and a couple like rap songs, Vampire. No, Vampire was released later, but like Only Up and Set Me Free. They're on YouTube, they're on Spotify and stuff. You listen to them. My very first song I ever did though was called Forever and Always, and I think this song is not that good, but I have a buddy of mine who loves this song. He said it's the best song I ever made. No, my first song I ever did. Like I don't think it's that good, but he said it's amazing. But those songs are still up on Spotify. Forever and Always, Set Me Free. Give Me Faith is one, man. I don't listen to those songs in a long time, man, but they're still up and running. But my first show was at this cafe in Atkins, Turtle May Cafe. Shout out to him. He's awesome. They relocated to Little Rock, and are at like a mall. It's called Park Plaza Mall. They're awesome, man. Did my first show there when like 16. Had a crowd of about like 30 people. I did a lot of like promotions.
The whole town of Atkins.
Yeah, I know. Like the whole town was there, man. Like pretty much. Yep. I didn't know how to hold a mic properly, or like I was just like standing there like this, singing my song on stage, and they loved it. And looking back, there's still some clippets on Facebook and stuff, I'm sure, of me singing my first couple songs ever, and Go check those out. I'm actually, after this, I'm gonna go check those out and see the growth. But man, I'm sure you can tell for sure.
You know, that could possibly be like Bubba was talking earlier. You don't have to throw them songs out, even though they're your first ones and you say they're not very good. That could be something now that you have all this growth that you've had, even in the little time that I've known you. That could be something you go back and you say, you know what? Let's take these songs that I don't find very good and you can revamp them, you know, kind of reborn them and bring them to life a little bit.
That is very true. Yeah.
Yeah, and don't take the old ones down, right? Even if they might embarrass you a little bit. As
oh no, never. They're still up and they're for everybody to see.
Yeah, I love it. That's what I love about you, man. You're not afraid to let it hang and to just stand and deliver, and to just be yourself and to unabashedly step out there and to be you. Right. And you're only going to get better at doing that. I know it sounds kind of silly, but it's not easy to step on stage and to deliver a performance. It's not easy.
No, definitely
not everyone does it.
In the beginning, a lot of people were like, "Are you sure you got this?" Like when I first started, man, I had my phone, and I'm pretty sure a Xbox or PlayStation, like a gaming headset, in my phone in my garage. And I told myself, I was like, I'm gonna make this happen, and I can see where I want to sound like, and I'm gonna just make it happen. And the song that really is actually, well, it's the unreleased one. What Will It Take? When I do release that, when it's fully done. This song, What Will It Take, is getting to the point to like where I wanted to sound, like back years ago, like when I first started like 2 years ago. It was, I was like, I can see the sound that I want to sound like, and then this song right now is like, oh my gosh, like I'm starting to like, this is what I was wanting, you know what I'm saying, or something like it. So yeah,
incredible stuff, man. It's been so fun to catch up with you over the course of this evening. It was really nice having you in our Midwest Original Music Organization meetup earlier tonight to connect you with another young man in Blackie Chan, who y'all are going to be hearing more of here on Love Noise, because I think he already signed up on the calendar to come and share some of his music. But to see some young people like you that are out there doing it, that will not be deterred. We're here. I mean, the Scene Projects and our organization, like, we function to help young people like you avoid some of the pitfalls that I have stepped in, and it took me years to get out of.
Yeah.
And to help you along the way. That's why we have these organizations and these podcasts and everything that we do is for you guys, and in a selfish way as well, because I probably don't have enough time left in the hourglass for me to make my own career in that way, or the energy, to be perfectly honest. I've yawned my way through the last 35 minutes of our show.
That's what he's trying to say.
I'm just an old man. I'm really struggling. I didn't get my energy drink in around 5 o'clock like I usually do on these Wednesdays, but I love you so much, Asher. It's been such a pleasure getting to know you, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah, you too, man. I love it all.
Dude, it's just been a blast, and I can't wait to get together with you again here soon, and to continue to watch you grow, and to have you back on, the Scene Projects. I don't think I've ever had you on for an interview.
You have, man. You have. I've not even been on the Scene Projects yet, man.
No, so we got to work on that.
I got to get him on mine too. I mean,
there you go. Well, he's making his rounds now. We got him for Love Noise. We got to hear the music. We had people tuning in all night, so I know your fans have been loving this content. It's really cool to watch you grow, and I know where you go from here is only straight up and past the moon and out of the solar system and way
always
out
shooting
there,
for the stars. Always.
Yeah, you're going.
I've
there,
always
brother.
been like that. Like,
me and Willie are trying to ride your coattails.
I will weigh him down. I'm a big old guy. I will weigh him down. You buddy, you shoot like a star. I'll watch that star shoot, okay? All
Yeah.
right. But no, buddy, just to see, and I said this again and I'll say it again and again and again, just to see the growth. And, as someone that I'm in the industry, but I'm not in the industry. I know that don't make a whole lot of sense, but I don't produce the music, but I help with the sound, and seeing someone that you are the type of person that I like to run sound for, because you get the crowd going, you get the anticipation of, you get it where the crowd is loud, and I have to crank the sound a little louder so you can be heard over the crowd.
Yeah.
And I love running sound, and I've seen all walks of life, and Bubba has said this in my very first interview on Soul Impact, that when you come off that stage, and you see it with you, when you come off that stage, people know your heart and know your story by the way you perform and the way you put your heart into your lyrics. People know your heart, and they say, I know Asher a little better, So just keep doing that. Keep that passion in your music. And it's going to get hard at times because you're going to feel like you're stuck.
Yeah, that is definitely the biggest challenge is feeling stuck. But I mean, I love the energy. I love music. I'm proud to and blessed to be able to, be here with y'all tonight and share my story and just keep grinding. And there are times where you just feel stuck or like you're in a place. But we all as humans, like we always get out of it. I just love it. I love what I do, and I'm gonna, I can't like this new stuff, man. It takes a lot of work, to make better stuff than what you did. But I'm gonna keep my head up, and I'm just excited for all of it.
Me too, Elaine.
And that's all you can do, buddy. Is you just got to keep shooting, and you may fail. There's gonna be points where you do fail at something, and I'm not gonna wish ill on you because it's gonna happen to everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's how you get back up from that failure. The failure don't define you.
No,
it's
it doesn't.
Whether you give up and you say, okay, I can't do this anymore. And I, being in the sound and DJing and a sound guy as long as I have, I've seen a lot of people that they had a true gift, but over time they let that fire fizzle out. And my biggest advice I could give you is remember your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? My why is I want to be a better father for my daughter and provide for her and show her that no matter how old you are. I'm 35 years old and I started a podcast. No matter how old you are, you're never too late to chase those dreams.
Yeah.
So when them times get hard, find that why and remember why you're doing what you're doing. And that's going to motivate you when them times do get hard.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
We're here for you. And Elaine here is for you. And like, we're all rooting for you, right? Like we all want to see you succeed to the utmost. And that's why the Scene Projects exist. That's why the Momo exists. And that's why I'm always making sure to invite you to all of these things is for those times inevitably that you are low, that you're already used to hanging out with us and your community can lift you up. Right. And it's not like we have to go find you or that you have to find us. It's that, no, we see you all the time, man. Like we're going to know when life has been challenging for you because we see you all the time. Right. And you're part of the crew and you're part of the family. And I'm proud to call you a little brother, man. You're half my age with twice the ambition and 10 times the talent, man. So I hope you never stop doing what you're doing and that we get to keep doing stuff like this and listening to your new music every, a couple of times a year for the rest of my life and to see where your career takes you. And hopefully you can get me and Willie some tickets when you're selling out those big stadiums.
Oh yeah, I got y'all front row seats.
All right,
for sure.
We'll cover your concerts too. You'll have 2 different cameras there, so just know.
Asher, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you, where they can follow you online? I know you got a cool little Snapchat group. I don't know if you want to shout that out and get your biggest fans some love. I'm sure some of them have been tuning in here all night.
Oh yeah. So I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. If you have been, y'all are like, I mean, I know they say like my fans or whatever, but y'all are family to me. Like y'all are awesome. The sport is crazy, honestly. And where you find me, I'm on everything, man. I'm even on Audio Mac, but it's Asher on everything. Asher, I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, Audio Mac, Pandora. It's Asher, and there's a lot of Ashers out there. So you might have to have one of my songs, and that being like, I mean, Letting Go, Black Magic, Have Faith in Me, Ambition. Those are some of the songs you can find me on. Just Asher and one of those songs. And I appreciate the love. And thank you to Bubba and Willie for letting me be on this. I love it. I'm proud to be part of the family and the Scene Projects, always representing.
Love it, dude. Hey, shout out to you, Alexis. I'm sorry. I just know the names that are on the thing. I don't know everybody. I didn't know Asher's real name was Tristan for like 2 months of knowing him. So
I didn't either. I didn't either until he sent me a friend request, and I went digging, and I'm like, "Who the heck is this?" You know, because now I do get a lot of friend requests because of the podcast, and I was like, "Okay, I've got to figure out who this is. Is this really a legit person?" So next thing I know, I go digging on his Facebook, and thankfully, right at the top, he has his name and then Asher. I like, okay, I know who this is.
Well,
yeah, everyone is only like just by Asher, but
yeah. Well, I want to encourage everybody to join our group where we all kind of hang out off the social media sites, group.thesceneprojects.com. We also have a text line of which Asher is going to be a part of as well. And we're going to be putting out a newsletter and stuff through our text messages. You're going to be able to win concert tickets through this as well. So you can text SCENE, SCENE, to 605-800-5990. We got Kevin Gates tickets that we're giving away at the Sioux Falls Arena here coming up soon. I know for some of you tuning in, that's not real close, but we're working with concert venues all across the U.S. and eventually the world, and we're going to have all kinds of great shows that you're going to have an opportunity to win tickets to. So get on the text list, follow Asher, follow Willie. Soul Impact is Willie's show. It's How Music Saved Us, and we got to shoot a really cool episode today on there. Thank you for that, Willie. It was a pleasure to.
And for y'all that don't know, besides music and stuff or music platforms, I'm on Instagram is Asher_music26, and then my Facebook, which I'm on a lot, is just Tristan, and then my last name OLIPHANT, Oliphant, and then Asher. But I'm sure if you just type in Tristan and then just Asher, it'll pop up too. Just to me either or, but Facebook definitely. I'm on Snapchat too. I have the longest time I didn't really use Snapchat as music or nothing like that. But one day I was like, you know what? I'll go on here and make a public account. And it's blown up. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll make a group, add some people and stuff. So Snapchat is just Asher_music. And that's my Snapchat if you want to add me.
Well, I am in that super group and I freaking love it. And I know Alexis is in there. And
I'm gonna have to get in it.
Yeah, man, it's a good time. I have to have it muted because sometimes these people are going crazy in the middle of the night, snapping each other, and I don't have the stamina for that. But I like
because you're getting old.
Yeah,
you're getting old.
No, I'm not getting old. I definitely feel old.
Isn't it bedtime?
10 o'clock on a Wednesday, where I'm like, man, can we move this show up to like 5 p.m.? But it just wouldn't be the same. It's nice to come in and to share some time with my brother Willie. Of course, you can check out everything from the Scene Projects at thesceneprojects.com. We have an internet radio station where you can stream from there, or you can download the Live 365 app and listen on your phone. Asher obviously will have some songs on there. A lot of other great artists that have been on Love Noise or in the Scene Projects world in some cases. It's just, we're building a huge community, and it's nothing but good music and good people. And eventually we're going to be able to take this thing out on the road and to come to your town and to see you. Maybe even little Atkins, Arkansas. We'll make a tour stop through there. Tristan,
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yep.
And then we're going to steal him for a couple of weeks and take him out on tour with us. So, little brother, I appreciate you tapping in tonight and sharing your music with us. It was an absolute pleasure. For Willie and myself and everyone here at the Scene Projects, my name is Bubba Startz, and this has been Love Noise. Thanks for tuning in.